switching me in between various demographics of weird creeps and losers. Today, it appears as though they decided that Xavier would be exploited for the purpose of lifting the vibe of these people around this neighborhood. And so he's standing here with his stomach exposed in the same Dollar Tree leggings that he cut in my logo that I have in my car and put on the handlebar of the shopping cart as a funny joke, which is not funny at all. And I fucking hate everything about every single one of these days. This is the worst ever anywhere. I don't have a partner, a father, a husband in Xavier anymore. He is a fucking creep standing around with a fucking shopping cart with his stomach exposed in some dirty boxer briefs. All he has to do is get into the goddamn car so that we can go driving around waiting for orders. But instead, he's being dog walked, marionette dolled through Boys Town in an exploitative fashion so that he can lift the spirits of a bunch of unknown individuals and possibly work in some sort of surveillance capacity. I don't know. Or maybe he's being human sex trafficked again. Who knows? I can't handle it anymore. He won't get in the car. He won't put his shit away. For 4 days, since the day that we had to leave my apartment, he said his father was giving him money for a storage locker so that he could get in the car, so that we didn't have to fucking have all of this shit all over the place. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. I have a lot of bills due. I've been on the meter in my vehicle for the last 7 hours and I've made $40. Where in the fuck are my orders? It has been promised in the budget a minimum of $150 per day. Per day. And that's not even enough to cover my bills and any sort of life. That's just enough to cover my bills with almost no breathing space. I'm hungry. I'm irritated. I am so sick of all of this shit. I'm tired of documenting. I'm tired of fucking complaining. I want to live in my own home with my children and be paid an honest living wage. I would like my husband to be off limits for exploitation by any number of loser groups. I would like the individuals following me for the purpose of antagonistic behavior to be laid to rest indefinitely.
Right now, or just let me know.
Who the fuck lives their life this way? Stagnant, stale ass energy all around me. It's fucking gross. My kids have to sit in the house all day with nothing to fucking do, no budget, no money. God forbid I am able to go pick my children up and take them to do something fun, you know? Why on earth would I want to be able to do that? This is Chicago 2026, where apparently we don't have rights, because I have been raped and robbed and sexually assaulted and thrown outside of my apartment and separated from my family for going on 6 years now. And I'm still showing up to work 7 out of 7 days a week and not even being paid a minimum wage. Oh, and I have over 10 years of experience in healthcare and have worked for some of the most prestigious physicians that this country has to offer, and worked as a Humana underwriting assistant, worked at Northwestern Hospital as the administrator of endocrinology and rheumatology for 6 years, but I can't even get a bed to sleep in. I can't even get a fucking bed to sleep in. All the people in this neighborhood, they don't fucking work. What the fuck do these people do? These people don't have jobs. They're just walking around like robots. But they get to go indoors and go to sleep in a bed. They get to sleep in a bed. And I have to fucking play Hunt Xavier every single day. He doesn't even get a phone or any way to connect. And my phone is under control of God only knows who. I'm tired of this shit. Where the fuck is the higher power? They promised me that they would never permit this again, ever. They have lines in, multiple lines in. They have the ability to extract truth. They know exactly what's going on. Why would they leave me like this? Why the fuck would they leave me like this? And I want to be very clear on the record as to saying that they are being very controlling with regards to what behaviors I am permitted to involve myself with. Writing my novel, they won't let me work on it. Applying to other jobs, they won't allow me. I have my laptop right here. They physically will not allow me to do anything that they have not engineered and scripted days in advance, is what it seems. No matter what my desire to do something, they inhibit my ability to do so. And I would like them to be indicted on federal charges. And it's every time they put me around this group that wears all of these tennis clothes that I begin to experience things like this. And they've also been causing me to feel physical pain and distress in various areas of my body that, unless I identify verbally and give an exact description of while I'm in my car, they continue to cause persistent pain. And I told you they're making my husband dress like a woman, or like a dirty, poor man. And he's very disrespectful these days. He promises that he'll, act in a way that's according to the expectation of a husband. And instead, he acts in a way that's consistent with the expectation of a fucking loser. And my husband doesn't act like that. It's definitely their dog walking and dolling. I hate them all. Like, I genuinely dislike them. I don't know what else to say. They're a predatory group of individuals that do not mind exploiting innocent people, and I cannot get along with that. I cannot. You keep on putting me here. It's never going to change. I'm never going to be able to get along with these individuals because they are fucking losers. These people don't pay shit for rent. They live wherever the fuck they want. They don't pay for anything. And then I'm here working 7 out of fucking 7 days a week, and I don't even get a bed to sleep in. Do you guys remember when I first started creating content before I had any live wires running through my fucking anatomy? When my emotions were human emotions, not robotically driven, third-party engineered responses in a curated fashion for the purpose of someone else's entertainment. Remember that? Who remembers me when I was a regular girl? That guy just raised his hand. He remembers. He looks like Rizzo. All those fucking people. They're all dead to me. All of them. Can't fucking stand any of them. Or any of you. I get awareness. I get intelligence. I find a way. And then you come back and you break it all down. And you just leave me with no fucking way again. Over and over and over. How about I don't ever have to be moved by anyone ever again, and I go wherever I want to go. And I'm the director and the producer and the engineer and the lighting person and the writer and all of the other roles. And I will just tell everyone what to do, where to go, and what sort of budget to allocate for what sort of spending. Does anyone want to do that game? Oh, God. So because I was upset and sad that they're not permitting me to earn a fucking living wage, they disappeared my husband from where he was standing waiting for me before we could come up with a plan on where we should meet. They punish me for everything. Every fucking thing. They're losers. They are 100% losers. He said, this is going to be my new spot. And I said, how about we move to another neighborhood with more lucrative opportunities? Went around the block and came back and nowhere to be found. Husband of the fucking year. My heterosexual monogamous relationship husband wants to sit around in Boys Town in some Dollar Tree leggings that he cut off into boxer briefs that expose his entire genital outline. But I'm the crazy one. Me. And his behavior is not unique. They have me in the wrong demographic, and they have my husband in the wrong demographic as well. And no matter how well I articulate that, I feel like I'm not being given enough respect to be accurately classified. And my children, they need their mother and deserve to be able to rely upon me from a financial perspective, as well as many other perspectives that this set of circumstances is not permitting. And I've been saying the same shit for 6 years. And before that, for 3 years on a recorded line. My husband, father of my 2.5-year-old son. It's gross. They inflated Xavier's stomach and breasts. They put volume in his... If I'm speaking to a regular demographic right now, I don't think I am. I think I only have lines into power right now when I say this shit. I'm pretty sure that they know exactly what I'm saying. They put volume in his breast tissue and a big stomach. And when he goes around other people, they use deceptive vision and change the way that he looks. And they've been intermittently using him for sex jobs, but he claims that he's never cheated on me and that he's always been faithful to our relationship. So I don't know if they're putting him out for it and he genuinely doesn't remember when they're doing it, or if he's lying. You know, I can't tell. But the entire demographic in this neighborhood has changed to young and slutty overnight. Xavier and I were two of two in this area. And now everyone is just acting like a sexualized creep. And there's a radiation problem next to the police station. And I identified that multiple times. And I've asked Xavier to please get his belongings and let's move along. But rather than doing so, he seems to be dedicated to causing me strife, turmoil, trouble, concern, worry, fear, panic, among other things. Because they get off on that. That's their thing. They love that. They want me to yell for him, to cry, to scream, "Where are you, Xavier? Where are you? I'm afraid. What's going on?" That's all they do to me. That's all they fucking do to me. day after 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 day. How far could you walk away from the spot where we agreed to meet in the 10 seconds it took me to go around the block? Does everyone feel more entertained now? This is productive and entertaining for you? That I can't find the father of my son, and that when I do find him, you have dog walked him into behaviors that are unforgivable? I hate it here so much. Like, I feel so filled with hatred. Do you remember 2 weeks ago when I was on here every day and I was saying, I feel really good. My energy is great. I feel up here. We're getting things done. Everything is, and my entire presence and demeanor was completely different. And then I identified that when they put certain lines in, I don't have any control over the way that they treat us. And it becomes difficult for me to function. And I continued to say non-predatory environments where we can actually live only. And then they decided to use my husband as some weird gay, cross-dressing, sex working, I don't even know what. And they know exactly what brought us here. They know exactly what's going on. Everything is about me wasting my gas, my time, my money. I can't contribute to my children. I can't have any fun myself. Haven't received an order in like 6 to 8 hours. No, not 6 to 8, maybe 2 to 3 hours. I dropped off a sandwich from some place called Chiba, I don't even know what, all the way on the South Loop, and drove all the way back up here, and not an order since. Haven't even made enough to cover my gas, but we're in downtown Chicago where we have 30,000 plus people. I'm sorry, that's just hotel rooms in the 60611. 30,000 hotel rooms in the 60611. Not including apartments, not including extended portions of neighborhoods. And I have, as everyone knows, multiple bills to pay, and I'm tired, and I would like to go to sleep in a bed rather than, live in my vehicle like a fucking loser. Like a bum fucking loser. I hate you people so much, I swear to God. When has it been good? When has it been good? You say to me, OTL, that I don't have any tickets to pay anymore, that I don't need to pay tickets, that tickets aren't a thing anymore. And then I come out in the morning and look what's on my windshield. So then you say to me, OTL, that I don't owe anything on my car, that someone paid my car off. I do have a car loan. I pay it each month. I've paid it for the last 9-10 months. No one else has ever paid it. I just bought this car. So you want me to believe in your OTL promises, but the real life manifestation of those OTL promises is that you're fucking liars. I have no idea where Xavier went. It's like he disappeared into thin air. Now I have an order. I can't go to him and calmly with of it a desirable situation for me to feel afraid, anxious, uncertain, not know where to find him, when to find him, etc. and so forth. So where it could be very simple, him having a fucking phone line, but now guess what? I've got his phone. I hate these people, bro, so much. It's every day they just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Every single day. Yesterday, Xavier was like just a dead body on the side of the road. It was fucking terrible. I have no support here. It's awful. I cannot exist here. Xavier! Xavier! These people have nothing to do. They follow me around and beep no matter what I'm doing. I could be parked on the rooftop so far out of their way you couldn't even guess. And they will fucking come behind me and beep. They are losers. When do I get to have fun? When the fuck do I get to have fun? I hate all of them so much. Oh, must there be another Cubs game? I just hate them all. I hate this. I hate everything that's going on here more than I could ever allow anyone to understand in real life. I've done every single thing that I know how to do and even some things that I'm not even really clear on. And I can't find any solutions. And I don't know where Xavier is now. And I'm tired of fucking crying, dude. They just torment me every fucking day. They don't fuck off. I hate them all. They're either ghetto and trashy or not ghetto and trashy or stuck up and fucking bitchy or nasty and awful. And then they change Xavier. They allow him to force me to watch him treat other people nicely. I hate them. I hate this place.